Coming live direct from Los Angeles, California. It's the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Just sit back and enjoy the
We are back. Hello, it's Monday. The doctor is back from Texas. Woo. And, before I say anything, I want to salute to my big bro, GF, Godfather Hall of Famer, for holding it down on Friday. It was a great show. Y'all kicked ass. Much ass was kicked.
It's fun.
If there was a foot that was associated with the ass you guys kicked on Monday, it would need all sorts of CBDs because it would be throbbing.
Wow. Thanks, man. It's fun.
You like how that was a good flip,
excellent.
right?
Yeah.
We got Vanessa Lavorato here with us once again.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. And Mr. Goodlight C-.
Hello there.
We got Colton and Ra controllers of the mothership back there. Hello, guys.
What up, what up?
And we got Pedro, rolling champ in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
The king.
What's poppin'?
Thank you so much.
On his return.
You know, Aton's mad you said rolling champ.
Hey, man, let me just
Wait,
say.
you don't want to be called the rolling champ?
No, he said Aton's mad.
Aton
Oh.
Because he thinks he's the rolling
No, come
champ.
on.
He's the self-proclaimed champ. Well, this is the proven champ.
Yeah,
here.
Yeah.
absolutely.
He's proved his championship prowess many a times against all comers.
Yes.
Except for me, of course. We've
Of
never
course.
battled. But
Always.
We never battle.
he never dodged me neither, though.
No,
Respect.
We just did cross paths in our battles, and
Nor should you.
I'm proud of Pedro.
Yeah.
And might I add,
Hey, listen. Bobo and E-Zone are off today. They'll be back tomorrow. Just wanted to say that so that nobody thinks I fired anybody over here.
Right.
Not yet.
I did not.
so
This is my son and my brother.
yes,
Could not
exactly.
do that. And salute to GF and E-Zone because GF, as promised, he asked you for 1,500 likes. 1,500 likes before the show was over. Y'all killed it and got us there. And got us like 1,700 likes before the show was over.
Right.
And as promised, he had E-Zone do these push-ups.
Yeah.
And salute to E-Zone because I know he didn't want to do them.
Right.
I'll do push-ups if we get 2,000.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit! There you
Now
go.
that's a challenge.
that?
All right.
Damn.
Damn.
What a challenge. Oh, boy.
Wait, how many push-ups are we talking?
Oh, well, he did 20. He owed 20.
Okay, 20.
These are his push-ups here.
I can do better than that.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't doubt it.
Like a full.
He needs a better he need a little
like
better
90.
form.
Yeah, you got to get down, dip into it.
Yes,
that
he-
was like a little short, kind of like.
He needs to work
Yeah.
on the form.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? But he did them finally.
Yeah.
Now he owes 20 jumping jacks. Let's not forget those.
Then burpees.
What were you going to say?
I was gonna say one of the best things about Friday, besides having a really kick-ass show with GF, is that all the joints were like expertly rolled by Dro over
Dro.
here. So
He got back on the throne.
He got back, and man, he proved his throne to be untaken. And I
This
gotta
is-
say, it was some of the best. We smoked, and they were every joint was perfect.
Aton's hurting right now. He's hurting his feelings. But let me tell you something about that. Let me add to this, all right? So I was in Texas doing this show with Ice Cube out in South Padre Island. And salute to all y'all that watched the show that went down there. And just salute to anybody who went to see that show. It was sold out. And Don Mega did his thing as the doctor. The doctor and the Don did that shit.
That's tight.
But let me tell you something. We were rolling up, or Aton was rolling the joints. And, I looked at him and I was like, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
What's that? And I looked at the joint and I picked it up and I took the joint and it was very flawed for one of Eitan's joints. I said, Eitan, if someone else had given you this joint, what would you have rated it? And he looks at it and it's his joint. He rolled it. He goes, oh, well, I guess about a 6.2.
Wait, that's like a D, right?
Yeah. Admittedly, he rolled a shitty
was
joint. And, I said, man, if people could only see this right here. It was,
Shame.
Hey, bro, it was a straight 6. It was. Because I was like,
Point two.
I was like,
You're taking away the
I mean,
point
like-
2. You're like, not even a 6.2. It's a 6.
yes, because with as much pride as my dude be having in his joint rolling, I didn't see it in these rolls right there.
Man.
So
Like,
what are the qualities if you were to judge a joint? Obviously for me, this is just smoking so nicely.
well, our roll-offs were always like, does it look cool and does it smoke right?
right.
And so, because this is what I've taught these guys over here. Gotta look, it gotta look cool, and it gotta smoke right. And sometimes, it might look very cool, but it's too loose or it's too tight.
Too
It's gotta
tight,
be
yeah.
right in the fucking middle with
Yeah.
that. And,
But that's why Dro's the master, because
Yes.
the way that it looks, it's beautiful. I like that it's like straight up and down. It's not a big fat cone, so you don't have this like huge cherry.
Yeah.
But then also how it's burning, like I can smoke it. I don't feel like coughing because it's not too hot. It's just the pulls, it pulls right.
Oh,
Perfection.
Eitan has like an arrow in his heart right now.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm not sorry.
No, I'm saying because he's trying to defend himself right now.
Oh, you should see him in the chat room
And-
right now.
no, that's what I-
Competition is
No,
good.
but that's what I'm talking about. He's in the insane asylum, and they're going ham. Look, ease up. He's human.
Eitan says, I will drive right over to the studio right now and roll better joints
Great.
than Pedro.
See you soon.
Oh,
Should have been here in the first place.
Yeah.
should have been here in the first
Should have been
place.
here.
Should have, could have.
We were here. We were ready.
Yup, ready to go.
Yeah, Dro was ready.
There was, Dro came in with his top 10 rolling techniques.
Didn't even
bro.
say anything. I came in. He was busy. He's like, I'm rolling. I'm getting ready for this podcast. Like, yeah, respect.
It's Monday.
Man, yep, Monday.
As spoken.
But I gotta say, the show was dope out there, and you guys obviously killed it. We seen it. It was dope.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Did you like South Padre?
Yeah, it was. I liked it, but I didn't like the weather.
Okay.
I mean, that shit was humid and hot. Like it was like, man, like if you're there like on the vacation tip for the summer and you're there to enjoy the beachfront and get your tan and all that shit,
Yeah.
awesome. Awesome. It's beautiful. But if you're not there for that, you're going to play a show and you got to play in that weather outside.
Sweat in that
It's
weather.
pretty fucking tough.
You're already sweating already.
Oh, yeah. I put my Under Armour on to soak it all up. Know what I'm saying? Because I realized after doing many shows, 30 years of them, that when you just wear your clothes as a rapper that moves around on stage and you're burning calories and you're fucking it's like cardio to you, just wearing your regular ass clothes, it gets heavy once you start sweating and it feels nasty and you feel soggy
Yeah, soggy is
and
the word.
shit.
Soggy.
It's just
Great
nasty.
word.
So I started wearing, and they don't pay me for this. They should, but I started wearing Under Armour underneath.
Like an
because-
athlete.
Yeah, like an athlete. And like most of my career, I've trained like one to be able to do all
Yeah.
that shit on stage and keep up. And deliver. You know what I'm saying? In that weather, that shit is your best friend. Like when you're doing shows, for real. Cause like the minute, you start, your body temperature starts rising because your adrenaline and your movement and all that shit. You're heating up in a heated up place. And the soggy clothes can be your fucking worst enemy in that shit because you feel nasty.
And then you
it-
get cold later, you know, if
and
you
it
get
weighs
cold,
down, yeah.
and then you get real cold, gets into your bones. Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I made sure I had my Under Armour for that show, ba all day.
Damn, what was that humidity like though?
Fucked up.
Like,
It wasn't bad like Florida, but it was, you know, like we're Cali. It's very
It's
little.
dry.
It's
Yeah.
dry.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
dry weather.
So we're used to that. We can handle the fucking dry heat all day, but you go into that humidity and you're not used to it. Ooh wee.
Smack
game
you in the
changer.
face.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Can't fuck around, man.
Nope.
But everybody was cool out there. I didn't smoke any of their weed
No.
because, you know, we know it's kind of boofy. But there was a few folks that had some pretty good weed out there that we saw.
Dope.
We still didn't smoke it though.
It's going to start changing. I mean, but California, we just have, you know, the soil that we have here, the light, it's just meant for growing. So,
Yeah, that's real.
yeah.
And I do got to say that, you know, the podcast is getting out there, man. We were like me and or proper grammar's sake, Aton and I were getting hit up like, dude, we watched the podcast. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's fucking awesome, brr. You know, from the airport to the gig, at the gig, the whole shit is getting out there, man. Hello. Fucking hello.
Everybody wave. Do a queen wave.
Hey.
Yes, and for those that want to
Anytime.
catch us on the run sometime, you can find us on Spotify and Apple Music. Just search the Dr. Greenthumb Podcast, and you will find us there. And, you know, for those who might be in need of the CBDs, we got one of our sponsors of the show is CBD Lion. We'll tell you more about them in just a few. This is the website, cbdlion.com. We'll pop it off and just, you know what, let's just do it right now. They got that shit right there for you. You know what I mean? If you got people that, you know, THC is too much for them, but they want them healing properties, them therapeutical healing properties, these are the folks right here, CBD Lion. You got the gummies and edibles, tinctures, topicals, hemp flower, broad spectrum capsules, isolate products, broad spectrum, full spectrum products. We got we got combo packs and tinctures for dogs as well, pets,
Good for
pet
pets.
treats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pets really.
I give my dog
especially with the
CBDs.
fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
Aw, You know.
My dog was cool. He was maxed out. Gave him some of that CBD shit, and he was okay.
Chilling.
Yeah,
Gave
he's
him a
little,
treat.
and he's a little dog. So you know those dogs have a lot of anxiety. They hear all that shit, they're fucking popping off in a minute. But yeah, treat your dog too. Know what I'm saying? So CBD Lion, cbdlion.com. You can use the coupon code BeReal. Get yourself a discount on any of their products. And if you're into storing your herbs and you know, keeping it nice,
Tight. Yeah.
Bud Vac, right? Go to budvac.com. They got a number of jars. They got electric pumps and manual pumps. The electric pumps are rechargeable. They extract the oxygen from the jar to keep your flavors right. You know, if you got that much flavors that you can just store it and sit on it and enjoy them. Budvac.com. Go there and also use BeReal at the coupon code, and you can get a discount on any one of them products. And yes, they works, both of them. We know this because we use them. Word. And smash those likes. Smash those likes. She said she'll do
I will.
10 push-ups.
You want to see some push-ups?
20
I mean, I'm not doing it unless the likes are
for
there.
2,000 likes. That's what she said. Look,
Damn.
my challenge that I was going to issue here was if you get us to 1,500 likes, I'll drop a verse tomorrow on this fucking show. I can't do it right now, but I will set it up. Maybe even a song. Maybe more than a verse, a song. Maybe
quick.
just
Whoa.
maybe just a verse though.
Ooh.
It depends on how quickly they can get up. So look, there's 949 of you motherfuckers in here right now in the asylum. So just smash it. Tell your friends. Go pop it off. Like share it out. Tell them to like it and subscribe. Leave comments. Let's
Tell
get
the
it
group
cracking.
chat.
Groovy.
And you know what? Whatever song that out of the Cypress library that comes up the most, we'll count it out.
Oh shit.
That's the one I'll do. How about that?
Some people.
Yeah. We'll do that for 1,500 likes right here, right now. Before the show is over, 1,500 likes, I'll pop that shit off tomorrow.
Come on.
First
man.
thing.
Come
Oh.
on.
No. We have to wait till like an hour, and then we'll pop.
Right.
We'll pop that verse off.
For sure.
I don't know if they could get there, but if they did, right? Let's just say they got that challenge down. I would issue. You know what the next challenge would be? 2,000 likes for the Excalibur to be brought out on the scene and hit by one of us. I'll do it. I don't give a
One
fuck.
of us.
I know
Yeah,
how to
you
do
do
it. I know how to do it.
I'm
And
a
I-
one and done guy with
and-
Excalibur.
And I still got the lung capacity. Bobo's got it.
Yeah.
He retired from hitting the second one, but I would imagine Bobo could still take on Excalibur 1. It's
Yeah.
Excalibur 2 that nobody wants no part of.
What?
Oh yes, that shit is fucked up.
What?
I don't want it. Cuz it'll chop your face smooth off. So
Yeah,
this is a bong that's maybe it's shorter, relatively shorter than Excalibur 1. So Excalibur 1 is an 8-foot tube, one piece. And it was made by Zong for me back in 2000 something, I think. It's been around that long. And Excalibur 2 is a 6'3" bong that is you lock in the pieces. It can go higher, but what we have it as is 6'3" right now. Now the bong's differential in the diameter of the tube. The 8-footer is more like this, right? Like, see, that's the 6'3".
Damn.
That's the 6'3" version right there. Look at my hand and the tube right there. No, pause and all that.
Girthy.
It's a thick piece of glass. Now the 8-footer is much thinner, so it's an easier hit, believe it or not, on the 8-footer than it is on that 6'3" piece.
Big no.
Amazing.
But Bobo and I could still hit that thing, no problem.
Lung capacity.
Yeah, but we'll see if they get us there.
It is. It's like it's like breath work. Being able to
Yes.
smoke a bong. It's like
You want to see that bong live? 2,000 likes.
2,000.
2,000 before the show's over. I'll pop that shit off. We got to clean it though, but I'll pop it off.
Yep.
We got to make sure we got the bowl for it too. We might have to go get the pieces. They might all be there already.
Yeah.
We gotta
we
vaccinate
gotta
it.
vax the bong, bro.
Vax it up.
Yep. Give it a proper splash out.
Yep.
But for the 1,500 likes today before the show's over, I'm gonna pop that verse off for you tomorrow
Hell yeah.
of whatever song comes up the most in the suggestions of the song.
That's right. Some people.
But first, they got to hit that 1,500. I ain't even looking at any Listen to me, people. I'm not looking at your song suggestions until.
Won't even
right.
consider.
So you could pop off what song
go
you'd
like
like right now. That's all, You could do that. But you got to hit that 1,500 mark. So tell your friends. Let them know.
I'm going to like right now.
By chance, did you guys catch the fogginess of the cities this morning?
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
man.
Fog,
nice.
not smoke.
Hey,
It
listen.
was a fog.
Not only that, it was just even the smell of all the fucking like the powder, the gunpowder or whatever, the
Fire, yeah.
fireworks, all that shit. Well, because most of it is like with little doses of gunpowder and that shit.
Dude, that
So
shit
you
was lit.
smell that shit in the air.
Yeah, and I could tell you that the valley was pretty much
Oh man.
all like lit. Cause where I went to go see the fireworks was at Universal,
Yeah.
and they had a show there. And on top of the show, there's the view of the valley you have when you're going down the stairs to get to where like Transformers and Jurassic is, and right there at nighttime, like you could see the whole valley from like left to right, just straight up popping fireworks.
Oh yeah, if you were on one of the hills
Yeah.
over there, you could totally see it because they were popping it off in the valley, and they're not supposed to,
No.
but they do.
But I feel like this year it wasn't usually it's like the months building up to more. I feel like it was very concentrated to just last night, which I am like,
Yeah.
okay, fine, that's great. Let's just have it be one wild night of fireworks,
Right.
you know, not a month.
I thought the explosion was gonna tone it down a bit, but nope.
No.
Like that thing just.
Did you? Yeah, and everything. The fire in the fucking ocean. Did you see
Oh,
that
yeah,
eye
that
of
shit.
like Sauron?
Hey, that
like,
yeah.
shit.
What is it?
Lord of the
Penmex.
Rings.
Man.
What's it called?
Penmax?
Penmex or
Penmax? It's in the Gulf, right?
The water's
Yeah.
on fire.
yeah. One of the oil companies is I
There's
think it's
an
owned by
oil leak
Mexico.
and it
Yeah.
got
Penmax.
Pemex, yeah.
There you go.
Their pipeline fucking
Yeah.
bursted, and they're trying to say it didn't, but it actually
didn't.
did. No, it didn't break, man.
What?
And it was set off by an explosion of some sort.
Some shit.
Who knows?
That pool of fire looked
Hey,
crazy.
it looked crazy
Yeah, I mean,
because it's a
Hell.
fire right in the middle of the ocean, dog.
I think there's a fire in the Caspian Sea too right now. I don't know. Like there's a lot of. Anyway,
yeah,
whoa.
not to get too dark, but yeah,
yeah.
The
No, go
video,
for it.
the video showed like just boats of water putting
they're
out.
like,
There it is
yeah,
right
they're
there.
spraying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Come on, that's not a movie.
That's crazy.
That's not a movie.
That's
That's
crazy.
life.
That's real life.
Yeah.
All that oil.
yeah, that shit's gonna
Yeah.
fucking fuck up.
We want that to be our future.
That's gonna fuck up a lot of the marine life on
Yeah.
the Pacific coast, man. That's
Yep.
fucked up. Look at
Yeah,
that
look.
shit. That looks crazy.
The water. They're
Look
watering
at, they're,
the water.
they're trying to put out the fire in the water with more water.
I'm sure there's other
That's-
chemicals.
Yeah, there's probably other chemicals
Yeah,
that
they're
are
trying to
involved
like
there.
cool the center or something, but it's not. It's pretty dire.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, right? Like,
Yeah,
fuck.
it's pretty.
That offshore drilling, that's that shit that
You
happened
know-
right there.
If,
Mm.
look at, oh, man.
It's almost looks like
Lava.
the center of a volcano, yeah, right?
Yeah.
And it's the ocean.
That's horrible. Way to go, humans.
Looks like stuff that's not supposed to happen.
It's gone. It's gone.
Gondor. It's no. It's yeah. We're the eye, right?
Oh,
It's the eye.
It's
of
the
Sauron.
eye. Yep.
Sauron. I just watched
Yeah.
that. It does look like that.
It looks like that. I was like, holy shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Was that prophecy?
Fucking A, man.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
Wheel in the sky.
What you rolling up, Pedro?
Some mama juice.
Oh, you rolling some
word.
Mamba juice, Doc?
Only thing is I ran out of joint paper.
Oh,
Oh.
you ran out of rolling papers, huh?
Yeah.
Help him out,
How does that
Cairo.
happen?
I just literally
That
just
means you're
noticed
smoking
when
a lot.
You know?
Damn.
Yep, that means you're smoking.
I
are
feel like that's like
smoking,
one
smoking.
of the only guarantees coming here. Like I know I'm going to be smoking a lot of weed, so
For sure.
That yes, it is a
Yes.
certainty. But you know, look, on this show, smoking's optional. That's why we made it. Because we found that not everybody wanted to I mean, people wanted to come see us, but they didn't want to sit in the car. They were afraid
They're
to sit.
scared.
Yes.
yeah.
Some people.
Well, they're saying that it should be an Olympic sport.
They were afraid to come see us because they didn't want to sit in the car with us because they thought, oh, well, I don't want to have to get high, but I want to come down there. So we made this show. And we smoke, but, you know, usually the guest, it's optional whether they want to smoke or not.
Right.
We were like, all right, cool.
Correct.
They're going to catch contact either way. So it's
part.
okay. So, you know, they get their little starter, their introduction.
Vibes.
Oh,
Damn, he got the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Just in case.
That's right.
yeah. And, you know, but most people that come down here, they, you know, they have the intention to smoke. There's just a few that want to come see us that don't actually smoke. But hey, when I did illusions this this fucking weekend at the show, dude, and when I did that part, I almost busted out laughing, bro.
Some people.
I swear to God, I almost busted out laughing when I did the first two lines. Because it'll never be the same for me again. The way we clown the line here, I mean, it'll never be the same for me.
And we also notice how much we say some people.
We
like
say it a
in
lot.
every aspect of conversation or topics we've talked about, the term "some people" comes up more than not, and we just catch each other
Now we
on
just
it.
catch it. Yeah, they should all take a shot whenever we say it.
Some people.
That's a good game right there.
Right?
Take a shot or take a hit.
Or do a dab.
Do
Yeah.
a dab. Yeah, no, I caught myself because I was, first of all, I was anticipating it, and then when I said it, I felt like it was me imitating me. You know what I mean? Like on the clown shit. It was hilarious. I was trying to keep it together, and I did.
I did.
After a line, she'd been like, "Wait a minute, I gotta stop the song quick."
Wait a minute.
Hold
I
on.
gotta just laugh at
You
this.
guys just hold on.
And you had DJ Lord down there too.
No, it was Julio G.
Oh, Julio G.
G.
Nice,
The legend.
nice.
And so yes, Los Santos Radio. I told him a little story, about a recent encounter with somebody who who does radio, right? Mm-hmm. For one of the for one of the radio stations here.
Right. You don't say.
Yeah, you don't say.
Wow.
We both know this station, and we both know the individual. Anyway, I was explaining to Julio on how I send out my songs to DJs that I know, because I know DJs, baby.
Word?
You right? Aren't you?
Yeah,
Right? You do,
Sometimes.
right? So I send it to guys like you.
Right.
Send it to some radio guys, but I never asked for one thing. I just said, hey, here's the shit. You know what I mean? Let me know what you think about it. That was it.
Right.
Didn't ask for no rotation, didn't ask for nothing. And, I go on to explain to him that, I've totally forgotten. Like, it was 3 weeks later, I get a call from one of the other guys from a station we know. And he goes on to, explain to me why he could not play the song there and this and that and the other. And I'll spare you all those details because it's just a whole long fucking story. Okay. And he was basically telling me something I already knew. He went out of his way to tell me something I already knew. Right?
Okay.
Which he couldn't play any of the songs, but I didn't ask him for that.
Right.
Just send it to him, right?
Right.
So, I'm telling Julio this story, and there's obviously more to it in terms of that initial conversation, but I will not bust no one out in that regard. I'll just leave it at that. Couldn't play my music,
Okay.
but I already know that. Didn't ask you for it.
Just sending it to
Just
you.
Just
sending
saying
it
it.
to you, right? So I tell Julio this story, and he knows person, and he knows the station. He goes, well, you know what? Check this out, pimp. And he shows me the fucking ratings to said station
Right.
and where they are in the market right now. And he goes, look at this. They're at 35. 35 in the market
Ooh.
with a 1.6 share. He goes, your shit is way more popping than them. You don't need them. They need you, pimp.
Ooh.
So who the fuck is he to say this, that, and the other? Boom.
Right.
Right? And then I start looking at it, right? He sends me the shit to look at some of this. We don't got to do all that, Colton. We don't got to do all that. If I did that, I would be showing facts right there, not bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? And they were 30 35 in the market with a 1.2, where this station used to be up in the 13 and 10 shares, right? Meaning a lot of people are listening to him. Right now, that not that many people are listening. That was his illustration to me, like, yo, don't even worry about if they play your shit or not. You don't need them because realistically, look where they are. No one's listening to them. No one's connecting with them. So who don't even worry about it. And so I didn't worry about it. I was not worried about it. Mm-hmm. But he sort of validated the whole thing. Like, it's not a big deal. But what initially got me was that dude felt like he had to call and explain this to me.
Okay.
When I asked nothing.
Right.
Of him.
So you initially, like you said, probably even in your greeting within the email, let me know what you think. Get back to me. Let me know what you think about these.
Right.
Not asking for airplay
or rotation.
or
none
rotation
of that.
or none. Just, hey, these are some of my new things. Let me know what you think about it. So.
And then he showed me the ratings on how they're 35 in the market in the second biggest market in radio.
Right.
Right? There's country stations here in Los Angeles, college stations, AM stations, and classic stations that are far above these dudes.
Yeah,
college stations.
Yes. And so like that, like when Julio said that shit, it put it all in perspective for me. Like the route that we take, the path that we take in doing this shit here,
right?
Like on YouTube and Twitch, we're getting it's like we're getting more run than they are, kind of. We're giving them a run, is what I'm saying.
For sure.
And it's not like public radio. It's not free, but more people are on their devices. And guess what? They're not downloading the apps on these radio stations, because why would you want to go and check that shit out when you can get your uncensored music the way you want to hear it, on one of the streaming services, because radio apps play the censored versions.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're getting killed in the market. So, when Homeboy told me like he knew like the market and he had the pulse, he really didn't, not at all. And so it just, I was like, oh, well.
That's crazy.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. That's very well said.
I try,
Oh, well.
Sometimes I hit the mark. Other times I might miss.
We all do.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. That's where it was. All right, let's move on past that, because, we're all about positive vibes. But, I thought I'd bring that up to you, see, because we worked in radio, and we know the politics, and we know the bullshit.
Yes.
And, when someone that works at the station acts like they know the pulse of the street, and they might not even be from this area, or like they know the pulse of the city and they don't know shit, and they tell you something like that, it's, more than off-putting.
Yeah.
A little bit.
little bit. But, I thought I'd bring that up because Julio, like, when he heard that, he was so, like, I'm not gonna say disgusted, but he was kind of disgusted at.
I mean that.
You know what I'm saying? So he was like, I think he thought he had to make me feel better and show me like their fucking shitty ass ratings, and it did make me feel better, but it made me realize that what we're doing here is far more relevant, and we thank you for that, because y'all are a part of this just as much as we are. You guys are the show as much as we are, because we lean on you when it comes to, the Insane Asylum, the shout-outs, the questions, the interactions. Radio don't do that. They'll put something before you, like a prize of like, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. Hey, call us up and get this right and this right. They're trying to buy you to their station. You know what I mean? And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I'm playing it. I'm sorry. I was trying to like the I'm trying to like it right now because you're compelling me to like this podcast. There's 1.1
Well, all right.
thousand people watching right now. I'm sorry. I didn't realize my sound would turn on.
That
with
happens to all of us.
It's happened to all of us.
Don't even
Real,
trip.
real,
We
yeah.
are all still rookies in that regard. Because it happens to me almost every show. This is the first time it didn't. But all that to say is that we're going to keep pushing right here, and we don't need them. Know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Fuck with us. Because we fucks with you. And there it is. And thank you, Julio G.
Yep.
Because that was a great education my bro gave me right there. Because I hadn't seen those books in forever. I don't give a fuck about them. But when he said, this, listen, this is how relevant they are. And I was like, okay. Thanks, Who.
Man.
I know he's listening because he knew I was going to bring this shit up. Oh, man.
What does the chat say?
They're all, to quote E-Zone, we told
Yeah,
them.
we told 'em.
We told them. No, they agree. They agree. That's why they're here. I mean, realistically,
Yeah.
look. I mean, there's still people that listen to the radio, obviously, that don't want to deal with all the, having to log in and create a fucking account for a streaming shit. Radio's free. It's right there. There's still those folks.
Yeah.
But when a station is targeting a certain demographic and, and they ain't hitting the mark and they're not connecting,
Yeah.
there's something wrong there. And most of the people that they're trying to get are not listening to radio. They are listening to the streaming services.
Totally.
And they're losing to that because realistically, the edited versions, they have to play them because they're dealing with the FCC.
Right.
They cannot fuck around and play unedited versions of the
Right.
songs. And people want to hear
They want
the
real.
unedited versions
Yeah.
of songs. So if you can go to a streaming service and listen to the song the way that it's supposed to be, that's where you're going to go.
Right.
And there's people on their smartphones listening to those streaming services in their cars on their
Right.
way to wherever. You got to be really compelling on the radio to keep these motherfuckers these days.
Yeah.
And that's real.
Yep.
100%.
Especially with all the advertisements they drop every 10 minutes, and yeah, it's kind of
That
crazy.
part. I
And-
put on the radio the other day too, and I just like Colton was saying, I forgot all the commercials that they had. I was like, wow.
Yeah, the morning shows usually have the most because that's one of the biggest money makers for regular radio. And you would hear sometimes like 15 spots. 15 spots meaning like each spot was a commercial and they'd be 60 seconds long.
Yeah.
So it would divide them in like for sure like 5 to 10 every 20 minutes in morning drive. Like you would do it enough. Like because you're making money. That's when people are listening to
that's
the
when people
radio.
are
They're in
listening,
their
yeah.
car, they're on their commute, they're on their way. And so you would charge, pretty good amounts
Think-
to
think of-
advertise between 7 to 10 a.m.
Think about it like this, right? Would you rather listen to a morning show that is completely, controlled by the rules of the FCC, right? Or listen to a show on a streaming service where it's just off the hook. They don't have those same handcuffs,
Right.
Yeah. Off the hook.
right? And that's what most people want these days. Like, this is the tame version. So imagine, Howard Stern was the best at it.
You're right.
Okay.
On regular radio. He still is. But, I'm just saying in terms of who would compel you to listen for free if there was some shit over here, right?
Right.
He's over here now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And people come to fuck with him over here because they'd rather listen to him here than they would regular radio because
Right.
he's way more off the hook over here.
Yeah.
He's unfiltered, no
Yeah.
handcuffs. I mean, realistically, yeah. I mean, people would fucking go there to hear something that's uncensored.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what
People want to hear
people.
authentic.
Yeah, exactly. With
takes.
regular radio, you got the FCC handcuffs on. You can only be.
Fuck the rules.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I mean, if you want to live in that world and you want a job in that world, you got to adhere to those rules.
Totally.
So, those folks, they have to. And, whatever they do, they do. But all that to say is that people are going to different places to listen to music now, and not necessarily the radio stations. The power they used to wield is different now.
Yes.
And thanks for the education, who? Because I've been in this world so long, I ain't paid attention to that one over there. And now I know.
Too busy blazing the trail to worry about what's
right. C minus. I mean, he said it right there. Blazing the trail. I mean, we blazing on the trail too, as well as blazing it.
blazing through, during, all the blazes.
Always. Blaze.
Yep.
I did college radio for 3 years at Cal State Long Beach, and I guess the one big struggle that I had, like especially when Elephants on Acid came out, I couldn't find any edited versions of the song, so I'd have to go in, edit all the songs myself. But there'd always be a chance where I'd slip something or miss something, and I'd always get flagged or something like that. But yeah, that was just the biggest struggle, was trying to edit all your content and music, especially if it's underground or things like that.
And most of the time we had edited versions, they just didn't issue them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Muggs made an edited version for Elephants. He let everybody else worry about that shit. Like, you want the edited version? You do it.
Back when I was on radio back in the days, we would before there was online anything, like we would get like the dirty version on vinyl, right? And if we wanted it, we would have to go record it and go make the edit ourselves, or as a DJ, you would have to learn to omit the curses yourself. You'd have to find a way to put, but you got to be good, because if you let it slip, between the hours of 6 a.m. to 12 midnight,
done.
Risky.
You are getting a fat ass fine from
That's
the
kinda
FCC.
hot.
Done. Done. Hey, I can't
That is
imagine.
cool.
I can't imagine the fine that the beat got when we quit.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, well, you can actually get, if it only is going to fuck you up if enough people complain. They only can take it becomes a real thing after a certain amount of people complain.
Yeah, I don't think anybody that was listening to us was complaining,
Right.
but whoever was watchdogging definitely had to complain.
Yeah.
But I know they had to have gotten fined, because what we did was, we felt like we were getting shit on at the station we worked at. They were lucky to have us, but we felt that they were shitting on us, kind of. So, we decided to quit, and we played all our mixes uncensored. So all the music came out with no bleeps.
Yes.
The fuck, the shits, the motherfuckers, the everything came out. And then we used to write comedy sketches, Bobo and myself, and we would, do all these different scenarios and shit like that. And most of the time we put bleeps in them because we had to, one. And the other thing was that the bleeps made them sound funny for the punchlines, right? But on this night, we took all the bleeps out. We like
should.
everything that we did, that we would normally fucking censor or edit, left it all in. And we let people know this was our last show. We were gonna quit, all this other shit. And they thought we were gagging, like that there's no way they're gonna quit.
Yeah.
Because we were doing really well, and
Trying to
it
call
didn't
your
make
bluff.
sense. But those folks didn't know the drama we were having with the station, and they were just sort of trying to ignore it. And so we were like, "Fuck it, we're not going to be ignored.
We won't be ignored.
We will not be ignored." Oh man, yeah, me, Bobo, and Quasi salute, and all of our mixers, we fucking gave it to them that night.
That's right.
But the fines that they should have gotten were ridiculous, because there was expletives in every minute of the show, every hour, from us talking to the songs.
Yeah, dude, I know people would complain about the craziest things. There was a time where when I was doing my rock show at Power on Sunday nights, we had this... It was me, Lethal, and DJ Homicide. Lethal from House of Pain, Homicide for DJ for Sugar Ray, and we were like, I forgot my weed at home. Lee forgot his weed, and we were like, yo, why don't we hold a cannabis cup and have people come up, bring us roll joints, we'll be the judges of them, and we'll get high. You know what I mean? Like, and we'll just fucking let's do it. And so we did this contest or whatever, right? And so it went well. And then it wasn't until the next week that I was coming down from work and I was loading my records in my car, and a cop drove by really slow, and he was like, "Hey, you do that show, that rock show?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" He goes, "Oh man, you wouldn't believe how many calls we got about complaining about you guys smoking on the air. Like you guys were holding contests about weed on the air."
What?
And we got calls about it. I was like, "For real?" He's like, but we got way bigger things to handle than that. We just, he's like, "I was cruising by here and I saw someone and I was just
That
asking
is
you." He
so
goes,
funny.
we thought it was funny."
And it could be a bit. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna go waste their time, come knock on your door, and it could be a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not weed. You're just sort of fucking with people.
But also, who cares?
But who cares?
Well, this is like
They don't care.
2001 maybe.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's 2001 or 2 maybe, where we were just like, I mean, weed was still frowned upon heavy than it was now.
They're not frowning anymore, baby. They turn that frown upside down. A lot of those guys, even the cops. There's a lot of cops that smoke weed out there. Trust on that.
Yeah.
They want to be fucking with that over-the-counter drug shit. They take the fucking shit like we do, straight up.
I always
They can't admit it,
right.
but I mean, hey, if they live in California, it's their right to.
I always wondered the people, like the cops that did smoke weed when they did make a bust, if they, I'm going to just take this back to evidence, and then they just do a little swoop.
Pocket it.
Yeah, a little swoop that they just like,
Oh, yeah.
whoop.
I'm sure.
Trying
I mean,
to tell you.
depending on the weed. But yeah.
If they ain't taking you to jail and they confiscate it, trust. They're either going to use it or give it to one of their friends that smokes
Yeah.
weed. Hey,
Yeah.
check this out. I got this from this
Yeah.
motherfucker today. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Check it out. You can have it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're going to smoke it themselves.
You're right.
I
Yep.
remember we got our shit snatched at Camp Flognar. Remember?
That was the worst.
Oh, yeah.
I
You
had
guys
us-
hadn't graduated from Greenthumb University yet. You guys were still...
We were really stoned as it was already, yeah, but we got our
Yeah, tell them the story.
So yeah, we went to Flog now. Big ups to BJ. She was like, yeah, she hooked me, Pedro, who else?
E-Zone.
E-Zone.
Ray would go.
And so we went, and me and Dro had just brought like a bunch of weed with us on our way in. And so Dro,
It was a half ounce of the OZK.
yeah, the OZK when it first dropped.
Oops.
And so we were going somewhere to go watch. Who were we gonna go watch?
I forgot.
But
There was so many groups for that.
there were so many
Yeah.
groups, but we walked out into the crowd, right? And he decided to stop and roll the joint, right? Like you were like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna roll the joint." And so the security guard came up and what did he tell you?
We were both just like caught off guard, and he
Yeah,
was
just
was
like, huh?
give it up. And I just froze at the moment. Me and C both froze. And
Yeah, we're just like,
we just handed over the weed like nothing. And then it didn't get to like 5-10 minutes after. I'm like, you know what? I should have went and like go take it to the car or some shit. Make some shit
Yeah,
up.
yeah. And then after
That
that,
shit was just whack.
Just handed it over.
I had to save like two joints
when
throughout
they
the whole day.
Yeah.
when they told me, I was like, "Oh man."
yeah. Then we realized it was like, oh, we had more of a right than we ever knew.
Hell yeah. He got you,
It
that
wasn't a
guy.
cop. It was a security guard.
It wasn't a security guard. It wasn't even a cop. And so we were just like, fuck.
A security guard?
We
No.
got
We learned that day, though. Me and Joe, from that, we were like, hey, never again, homie.
Yeah.
And after that,
And when you guys
Never
told me,
again.
I told you.
yep,
I told him.
I
we were
told
there.
Well, you made that security guard's day.
Yeah, it was.
Oh
just-
yeah. Fuck yeah. He got himself some good weed from these
Yeah.
fellas.
He did.
I gotta say.
There you go.
And he had that look
Good
that he was
karma.
gonna smoke it after. Like,
Oh,
was
for
like,
sure. He
what?
looked
For
like he got
sure.
stoned.
I'm like, y'all
100%.
gave it to the security guard.
Yeah. Hey, kudos, sir. You got that off.
I was like, what? Haven't
You
I
got that
taught you
off.
guys better?
They sure enjoyed their jobs better that day.
I failed you as a teacher.
No, we learned that day.
yeah, we were pretty stoned. We were like,
Ooh,
this is
we
just
were
caught off
stoned.
guard. It was
Got
pretty
him.
Funny.
Got him.
From the insane asylum, from I don't even know how to say this guy's name, but got him. That's
Got him.
Heavy hitters.
y'all got. Oh, that's what that is. All right,
Yeah.
see, I don't got my glasses on.
Yeah.
The other thing is I can't read. I'm totally illiterate. Like,
Wow.
I can't read the funky on this hat. It's just
Wow, that's crazy.
it's hard.
Sometimes that happens. There's like also, have you heard of facial blindness? Some people like if you like, they don't see faces. They
Mhm.
don't.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just
Whoa.
see an image.
Yeah. You don't. It's like I mean I can't describe it because I don't have that. But
They got that permanent John Cena. You can't see.
yeah. There's a book about it. The man who mistook his wife for a hat. It's
Huh.
like about it. It's really
He
interesting.
mistook his wife
Whoa.
for a hat.
Yeah.
Face blindness is a brain disorder characterized by the inability to recognize faces.
Yeah.
It's thought to be the result of abnormalities, damage, impairment in the right
Lobe
iris.
in the right iris, huh?
Iris.
Ooh,
Wow.
Iris.
That's crazy. I once heard that.
You could have used that for a white guy Wednesday, dog. I mean, like you're
I
jumping the gun
mean,
over here.
today.
But that was perfect interjection.
Indeed.
Kudos. Here, I'll give you some blasts for
Here's
that.
a little example.
Well, look at that.
Hard to see the
Wow.
eyes.
Oh, so like it's what you can't see all of it?
You can't see like
The face.
who it is.
Oh wow, you just see like,
And
hey,
then
it's beard guy.
sometimes it's also like objects, like you don't really know what you're looking at.
Mm.
Yeah. It's
Whoa.
interesting.
Mm,
Okay.
that's crazy.
It is.
Oh boy.
I heard,
So let me remind you of the challenge, just in case you forgot. 1,500 likes. I'm popping off a verse tomorrow on the show before the show's over.
Where
Maybe
we at?
mid-show, maybe the end of the show. Who knows? We'll see.
941.
Okay.
But 1,500 likes. Y'all can do it. There's 1,100 of you in here. I know y'all could share this show out. Get y'all friends involved. Let's go. You've been meeting all our challenges lately, so C minus. What do you think?
I mean, I believe in you. I believe in you all. Just I believe in you. 1,500 and you get a verse.
Yeah.
1,500 and you get a verse,
Verse.
and you didn't even have to pay for it.
Right. Perform live on tomorrow.
You just had to like it. That's it. And tell your friends to like it. And then while they're at it, subscribe to, Be Real TV. That would be key too.
Hell yeah.
And
So you can watch more.
crack that all notification bell so that, you hear the alarm when, shit goes off over here, Know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this. Now, we know that E-Zone did his 20 push-ups, but we also know that he did his 20 flips,
Right?
which
Flips.
to me I think are harder than the push-ups. See this, the globes here?
Oh.
That's a gravity bong and flips. Have you seen this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so
He did 20?
he did 20 flips.
20.
Bobo did 10
That's a lot.
and set the record. And then Cali Blaze decided he was going to do 12, but he ended up doing 15.
Okay.
And then E-Zone said for 1,500 likes, he'll do 20 flips. Or it was 1,100 likes. It's 1,100 likes, and he would do 20 flips.
Right.
So they got us to 1,100 likes. Salute to y'all. And he did the 20 flips. He was high as a kite,
Could
as
he
they
talk?
say. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He felt normal. He felt like it was one of the times he had a smile on his face the whole show instead of him going back and forth from being angry to stoned and shit like that. He was mostly stoned.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was good. He took a 20 flipper. He's got the record. But what I meant to ask you, because I don't know if this happened on Friday, did Bobo do 20 flips?
I don't think.
He didn't do any, huh?
No, there
think
was.
he did.
I didn't hear about it.
No.
Nope.
That's correct, right? No.
Yeah, no, he didn't do it.
Right?
No flips.
Okay.
Did he talk about matching this flip?
No, I think he said he was going to. I
Or
think
or is he going to do more?
There's probably going to be an attempt to do more. I believe. I believe they're going to keep raising.
He could do 21.
That
What?
the pineapple. It's a smaller.
The pineapple is a small.
I thought it
Yeah,
was bigger.
but no, but I mean they both did the pineapple here.
And And I think Bobo even congratulated E-Zone and was like,
did.
damn, that's quite a bit.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. He did a lot.
He said he went to sleep right after when he went home.
Yes, of course he did.
Man.
As anyone else would have.
Nap time.
That was a lot. One, it's a lot of concentrates and it's 20 flips.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't like it was like 20 flips or based off 2 little hits. I mean, he served that shit up in there. So that's why I got to give him props on that because
Killed it.
that's crazy.
Yeah, he killed that shit.
But, you know, I didn't know if Bobo came in Friday with guns blazing and he was like, I'm going to match that. But he didn't.
No.
They were more focused on the push-ups. And
Yes.
I just got to say, though, Zone, you got to work on that back chop. That back chop, it was very light. It probably tickled GF.
Yeah.
That's why he was looking down like, what the fuck just happened?
You know, it was, once it was, he really won. He was like, yeah, we get 2,000, I'll take a steel chair. And I was like, yo, that's just not something you hear every day. For like 2,000 likes, I'll take it. Yeah, he's on, we'll get that steel chair. I was like, what? GF for the win, bro.
18,
He was ready.
19,
He was like,
20.
fuck it.
Got to work on keeping that back straight, Poppy. Oh, and he brought his workout shit.
Yo,
He brought his workout shit. He went and fuck his fly shit up.
I'm proud of you.
One last thing.
Ow.
That was like a back slap. It wasn't like a chop.
That's a back slap chop. That it was meant to be a chop. Come on,
Yeah.
don't undersell it.
But yeah, I mean, he was like that, but it should have been like,
Yeah, he should have Ric Flaired it with the
not
this
like,
way
you
right
can't see
here.
me
You can't see me right here.
It wasn't that.
That's gonna sting your hand when you pop it off.
Ooh. Way to go, E-Zone. Watch again.
So
Yeah, that's like a stop.
Yes.
Stop.
Why?
Yeah,
Little
you had to
tease.
you gotta put the hit.
Come in.
Ah! You know
Come
what
in
I'm
with
saying?
like this.
Use your hips.
You know, go do it. You're a fucking killer.
It's very sexual.
Nah.
It is. Like greasy, like like slapping each other.
This is what E-Zone thought the Godfather would do to him.
Oh man.
Oh.
No.
He likes it.
That's a slap from the
He's
giant.
like, no, give me more.
Ah!
Again.
Please. Don't.
Do it again.
Don't.
Here, let me get back up.
Stop.
No.
Uh-huh.
Please. More.
Yeah.
No.
Don't. Stop.
No, please.
No.
Only if it's consensual.
There you go.
Word. We're almost there. We're right there, but almost there. And, we hit 1K on the likes.
We did.
Wow.
Yes, we're there at 309.
Getting close.
Now, in this next half hour, for all y'all folks that are just tuning in, it's Dr. Greenthumb Podcast. We pop this off Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. on the start. You can get down with us. Some of y'all are probably watching, not logged in and whatever, but, come subscribe. Get down with us. Leave comments. Most especially, crack those likes when we're live. Let's go. Come on. Help us out over here.
Agreed.
And, 1,500 likes. I'm going to crack that verse off.
Verse.
Right.
Of your choice.
A verse of your choice. Once we get there, we'll announce it as we always do, and then y'all could make the suggestions, and we'll count out the top suggestion.
Yeah.
Watch it be a song that I never fucking perform.
Right.
It was the most obscure Cypress song ever. Like that, I don't have the instrumental to. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah. That would be a super L right there for y'all. But I would find a way. Because we're resourceful around here. Don't
That's right.
Don't let the stoner shit fool you.
Stoners are resourceful.
We are these days.
Absolutely.
For sure. We always had to be. So
Yes. 100% agree.
You
What
know,
verse would you pick if you were to pick a verse?
I don't know. Something obscure. Something that, you know what I mean?
She's like, I'd go there. Fuck.
all right.
Yeah, I'd go there.
See, I shouldn't have said it.
They're gonna be like,
Now
You
someone's
did,
gonna
though.
get a
You
crazy
did.
idea.
You did.
Now you started that train, C minus.
I have to swipe.
You are the conductor of this train here, and that is not right.
I'll steer it safely.
All right, yeah.
Steer the train.
I could probably pop off most of them. Not really. Probably 80%.
That's right.
That's a good.
That's a great number.
That's a B.
I mean, but that's a lot of albums. I don't know how much songs I really know. There's probably a full album I don't know. Like that,
Wow.
like we haven't done songs from that album in a long time, or this, depends on what. We try to play a little bit of everything, though, like, but there's one album that we might not really hit as hard as the others. This is bothering me. Yeah, there might be one album we don't hit as hard as the others, so we don't play as many of those songs. I would have to look at the set list and see what album is deficient, right? Like what we don't have on there.
But not like, yeah, it's like not that it's deficient. It's just like something that, like maybe there's a story behind it that you'd like to tell. Or like, I don't know. Or you want to, I don't know.
For us, it's like trying to play them something from every album, like the hardest song from every album.
Right.
But because you only have an hour and 30 minutes to squeeze, 8 albums of material into that hour and a half.
Right.
Like, yeah, you got to really,
Curate.
craft the set properly so that it's like a roller coaster ride. So you might not get the majority of you might not get a song from every album because, like, for instance,
Right.
you might want to do that, but what the fans want to hear is a majority of this album, this
Right.
album, and this album. Everything else is like bonus to them. But like, so for instance, you go to a Cypress Hill show, and most of them folks want to hear at least 3, 4 to 5 songs from the first and second album. Like
Right.
Black Sunday, they want to hear practically the whole fucking shot. And and with Temple of Boom, same thing. It's like they all have their own lives and shit like that, and fans want to hear the big grouping of those first 3 albums. So we
Right.
got to play the majority of our set based around those 3, and then everything else is a sprinkle of everything else, right? And some albums, some songs from some albums make it, others don't. We'd have to play like a 2-hour set to get a piece of every single fucking album on.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Or subtract very popular songs from the first 3 albums to
Right.
make room for all the other shit. And see, in that sense, like if you want to be an artist and do that, you can do that and force these songs upon people,
Yeah,
right?
you can.
And I've seen artists do this. And that's why we never do it, because it's almost like a punishment to your fans, right? Like they came to hear the sure shot knockout joints because they know you play them, and then you
Right.
cut those out and make room for songs that you don't normally play. They might appreciate it, but they're like, man, I would have rather preferred to hear this song, and this song. What the
Well-
fuck happened to those songs? And that's the dilemma is, do you if you're going to fucking rock it with these songs, or you want to be like, nah, but I need them to hear these songs. And do you really need them to hear those songs live? Because realistically, if they're untested, you don't know if they're going to have that effect that these songs
The
got.
other ones will.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you play in that hour and a half? Do you make them take the ride, or do you fucking give them the smack that they know that they came for? Right?
Smack them.
If you got 2 nights, you could
Agreed.
do one night,
Yeah.
like, with all the smashers they know, and then do
More
the-
of a sprinkling.
more of a sprinkling the second night.
Yeah.
Because most of them are, some of them are different, but some of them are coming back from the first night.
Right.
They just want to catch the second dose, and if you give them something different, it's a bonus.
Right.
Damn, they did this shit the first night, and then they did this whole different shit the second night.
Right.
Not everybody does that because they're lazy. They just repeat the same set.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
might twist around 2 or 3 songs to make it kind of different, but yeah, man, that's always kind of boring when you do that.
I always thought it'd be cool to see a band that has such a catalog. Like you guys have a huge catalog. To see that one, a two night deal. One night you could be like exactly like your set where it's like the hits. It's everything that is expected of a Cypress Hill show.
Yeah.
And then the second night you guys go deep, and it's all songs that you guys want to do off albums like just
Yeah.
Yeah.
fan favorites of the
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I'd like to do that. I would totally fuck around and do that regular set that first night and then throw all the other shit on the next night.
Yeah.
Shove it down their throats. Fuck it. If you didn't come the first night, you fucked up.
But also just, be able to play some shit. You're like, hey, we haven't done this in like 10 years or just whatever. Any of those songs, from the catalog that you could just be like, ooh, let's hit him in the head with this one.
The
Yeah.
song I would like,
Sick.
Bobo and I always talk about that should be in the set is Cuban Necktie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
That's one of my favorite Cypress Hill songs. Muggs was on his shit with them beats. He was just evolving, getting doper and like making the sound bigger. And that, to me, one of my favorite Muggs tracks was that one. And it gave to me that cadence right there. And it was all punchline based, bars right there. It wasn't a story. It was like the braggadocio rap, right? Like they used to call it. You're just talking shit, like we're the baddest motherfuckers. It's not a song about nothing other than we're the baddest motherfuckers,
Yeah.
right? Because a lot of rap was that, because it was very competitive. Who could rock the party better, or who was dopest on the mic, or any of that. It was very competitive. So that was one of our, let's just throw out how dope we are songs. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorites, because the beat was just so fucking heavy. And, for a time, we couldn't find that instrumental. So that's
Wow.
why we didn't do it, but we found it. So now I got to rehearse it, get it back,
Nice.
and pop it.
Real
Don't
quick.
ask for that song. Because I ain't got that one ready yet.
Not yet.
But in a matter of time, I'll have it ready.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Well,
not,
because that'd be the song that these motherfuckers will ask, right?
Yeah,
Right.
for
And
sure.
I'll be like,
100%.
oh man, why you asking for that one?
Yeah.
I need rehearsals. I need to rehearse that a couple times before
No.
I pop that one off.
I would say, if anything, I would love to see and hear Illusions.
Fuck off, Steven.
I agree.
You know what?
I mean-
fuck off, Pedro.
I mean, just to see.
I love both of you, but fuck off.
Have you
I
ever
mean-
do you ever perform High Times from Cypress Hill 4 album?
What are the first 4 bars, Colton?
The very first time I hit the weed, I was young, coughing up a lung, high strung back in '81.
Yes, we did that one time. I was just referencing that because I needed to know the first line. That happens to me on stage. I'll look at Bobo right when the fucking song's playing, and if I blank out real quick, I'm like, "What's the first line?" And then he'll get it, or he'll tell me, and then I'll get back on track.
Oh, nice.
That's a little signal we got. And if he loses it, we're fucked.
If he goes like,
If he goes, then I just gotta freestyle that shit.
Freestyle.
I do, because I'm not going to let the beat run without something happening. Although I kind of did this. Me and Julio weren't on the same page on this one song. I think he thought I was going to do 2 verses to this one song. And in my mind, I thought he knew we were going to stop at this point. And I did crowd participation to cover it, but
nice.
I could have did the second verse, but I didn't anticipate it coming.
Ah,
It's not that I didn't know it. There's a difference.
Yeah.
there's a difference.
But like for me, it's the first word. If I forget the first word, I've forgotten the whole chain to it. But like most of the time, I got it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But yeah, with Cuban Necktie, I ain't got that because I ain't performed it in so long. I don't think maybe once ever. That we performed that.
That's
so
what I want to hear.
so I gotta rehearse that before I pop that off. So again, don't request that one.
Not that one.
There's plenty of others.
I mean, including illusions.
Oh, fuck off.
I mean, just to see him pull off the some people line.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all. I mean, I'm just saying.
You ain't right, C minus. I got to tell you off top.
I mean,
What are the people requesting?
Well, they don't get.
no, they don't.
Oh, they don't
gotta
get to. They don't. Oh, they don't get to. They don't have
the
a
right.
say.
They don't
have
get.
a say.
Yeah, it doesn't count
Doesn't count.
until we hit
It doesn't
1,500.
matter.
Let's see. Well,
Say whatever you want.
Yeah,
We
we're
need
at
more
1,100 likes right now.
We need more likes.
We need more.
Give us more.
We're starving.
yeah, 1.1.
Let us get into the submissions.
We got a lot of submissions here today, actually.
Let's go.
First, we're going to get into this. We got Cypress Hill Atmosphere Z Trip coming up starting August 6th all the way down to August 28th in Morrison, Colorado. So go get your tickets at cypresshill.com.
Well, all right.
And we got this sent in from Wilfred Cyrus in Michigan. 10,000 plants in the ground at Heritage Farms.
Yes.
Wow.
Whole lot of.
Wow.
Excellent.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's outstanding. It's
pretty cool.
excellent.
Shout out to Wilfred Cyrus.
Word.
And first today was Dr. Frost.
Hey,
There we go.
Dr. Frost.
Number one.
What do you think? Banda Con Carne has been being first one in the mix in the mornings that I do on Twitch. Banda Con Carne, he's first one in the chat. Shout out to the panda.
And we got Big Tone on here, and he said he's smoking on that Godfather OG.
Yeah.
Man, gotta bring some GF.
He was? He was signing the bags?
Oh, that's right. He was at Dr. Greenthumb's LA store, right? Last
Yes,
Friday.
he was. GF was on the busy tip last week, Mike.
Yes.
Salute to you, bro.
And speaking of GF, he says, "What up, fam? And we need a Domino's game on the show soon."
He's not wrong.
Domino's. I love Domino's.
When you come back, we're going to
Yes.
fucking pop one off.
Yeah,
And once again, I don't know if you were in the room when I said it, but great job. You killed that shit. Many asses were kicked by the foot of GF on Friday. That was awesome. So, in case you didn't hear it earlier. But you could always run the show back. And you will hear those roses. You'll hear the roses. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? All right, here we go.
And next we got Dennis Dumont in here. He said, "And some of the bud I've grown, Blue Kush and strawberry cheesecake over at Huggy Farms."
Nice.
And he says he loves the show and thank you all so much for what you do.
We love what you
Cool.
do because that is great work right there,
Beautiful.
Papa. You know what I'm saying?
And he said Dennis Dumont also said some edibles I made. Cinnamon French toast bars with cinnamon
Okay.
toast crunch, marshmallow maple syrup, and crushed churro.
Now, look, we
Cool.
got Vanessa Lavorato in
Join
the
my
house.
edible club on Patreon.
Yes. Yes. Vanessa is an expert on these affairs of, the medicated
Cooking with
desserts
weed.
and cooking with weed, and the chocolates are always phenomenal.
Marigold. Marigold sweets.
Yeah. Hey, what like when you make things, right? And you make many. What's people's favorite that they always ask of you? Hey, can you?
Kind of usually the chocolates, the peanut butter milk chocolate ones, the
Yeah.
salted caramels, dark chocolate,
We're all fans of that one.
almond roca. I do or I get macadamia nuts from my uncle on Kauai. He sends them to me.
When you
so-
send them, they all go that day.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll have
Pedro.
to give you some more.
Pedro, E-Zone, myself, we
You
pretty
like 'em?
much take them down.
Yeah.
C minus too.
Okay, good.
It's the salt. The salt's what
Salty.
after the salt kicks in after you eat the chocolate, and that's
Yeah, it
what's-
needs to kind of cut the sweet. Otherwise, it's just needs it. It tastes good.
Yeah.
Salty sweet.
and it don't taste medicated. That's
Good.
the crazy
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't taste that's the
Dangerous.
dangerous part.
That's the dangerous.
Well, just like start with half. After you know what your dose is, if you can eat a whole one, great. But you can always share it with someone, which is kind of fun.
Yep.
Hell
Next
yeah.
one.
And next we got Pat Chizo in here. She's saying, "Cheers, guys." watching the show.
Well, all right.
Hi. Yes.
That's what's
Smokey.
up.
Love it.
That's right. She's getting to that next level.
Yes.
And we got Polo Kush. He said he made a moon rock with some Cali Blaze.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. He's a self-made man.
Look at that.
Let's go.
Whoa.
Looks a lot better than what I've seen.
Yeah.
That
Like
part.
a really cool moonrock.
And next we got Stuart in here. He said made this doodle to warm up while watching you guys for the first time in a few weeks.
That's a
Wow,
hell of a doodle
cool.
right there,
That
Chief.
looks cool.
And he's
That's
saying,
fucking-
oh, sorry. He's saying much love from South Africa.
Oh
Wow.
man,
Dope.
salute to you, bro. Thanks for tuning in with us. You know, tell your friends. We went there one time. It was a great experience, man.
South Africa?
Yeah, Cypress Hill. We went down there. I think we played a few shows in different cities down there, and it was cool. It was a great experience. We haven't been back since, but it was really dope.
Oh, man.
Salute to you, and thank you very much for that.
It
Yeah.
is 12:26 a.m. over there right now.
It's yes.
Wow.
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying? We're a late night live podcast for those folks in South Africa.
Wow.
That's
That's
dope.
cool.
You know what I'm saying?
And next we got Thundercat. He says he got this video at a concert of B ripping the big ass bomb.
Oh, let's check it out. Just yeah.
Wow.
Is that the 6'3"? Yeah, that's the 6'3".
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ugly. Trust me, that tasted ugly.
Like a dragon.
Bobo used to take twice the rip I took right there with that fucking ugly bong right there. And it's not an ugly bong, it's a beautiful bong, but it is ugly what it does to you. Trust.
Do you think weed is unhealthy?
No. I don't think it's unhealthy at all.
No.
I think it's
Good
healthy.
for us, right?
It's
okay.
great for us.
It's good for us. Okay. I wanted to talk about this. What do you think of Sha'Carri?
So what?
Sha'Carri Richardson, the runner who got
Oh.
kicked out of the Olympics for,
I think
or not
it's-
kicked out, but suspended
I
for.
think it's unfair, but you know, these archaic rules that they've had for so long, you know, they stick to them. And unfortunately, cannabis is
For-
one of the banned substances there. They need to change it for sure.
For sure. The reason that it's like the three tenets of that rule, like what it's based on, is that it's unhealthy. Look, yeah.
She don't look unhealthy.
The Olympics is about making money. She is gold. She's mesmerizing. I don't even care about track. When I saw her run, I was like, who is this
Amazing.
person? She's amazing. She's so fast.
I mean, look, they knew Michael Phelps was a weed head. They let him
Exactly.
get away with it. Fuck, let her do her thing.
Exactly.
Well, I had heard that despite of whatever the Olympics thought, that as a substance, weed is not allowed in Japan.
Yeah, it isn't.
So straight up. So like,
But she wasn't smoking in Japan. She was in Oregon.
but it's not allowed as to be in your system when you enter the country. Like, and
well, you
and
know,
they were
they
saying,
fucking fucked up when I went there all 3 times.
as long as you don't
I'm
get
just
tested.
saying. Yeah, but see, yeah, that speaks to that. You know, she got called on it,
yeah,
and now they
And she
know.
was very gracious in like how she responded to it. I have so
course.
much respect for
Well, you know, everywhere is kind of slow in terms of the way that they're dealing with
I
cannabis.
hope it will change. I really do.
Yeah, it
What a
has
shame
to.
because also for the other athletes who are competing, you want to compete against the best.
Well, the whole thing is she's probably not the only one that smoked weed. She just
for
got,
sure, yeah. That like
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's just she didn't flush it. But we'll give you a few tips at Dr. Greenthumb University to flush that out. Just call the doctor. Next one.
And next we got the Hawk in here, Utah Hawk. He said first of many 4th of July
Oh,
dishes,
shit.
yes.
some breakfast casserole.
Wow.
what,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
dude?
Classic.
Mr. Hawk here.
Wow.
He is not fucksing around.
Right
No,
there.
man.
Breakfast
He never does.
casserole.
He, you know, he takes his he takes it serious.
I'd want like a hot sauce for it,
yeah.
Yes.
right? Which one? What would be
tapatio.
your choice?
Tapatio or Cholula.
Yeah.
Either one.
And the Hawk also sent in some more. He said 2.5 thunderstorms, rain, and wind still got the grill. What? He said, holy shit, the teriyaki chicken thighs are strong. Happy
Yes, I
4th.
bet they are.
After
Wow.
the thunderstorm.
Oh yeah, he likes to grill this one here.
Yes.
He is a griller. 'Cause this is Griller.
secret.
I thought you would have joined NC. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, whoa.
I'm so high.
And so yeah, here's the hawk right
Who
here.
was that bandit?
And then right here, Victoria Pastouche sent this in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I was very high.
Amazing.
And right here we
That
got
was a shitty little stage we were on that night, too, man. Almost fell off it 3 times.
Wow.
And Victoria Pastouche also sent in this meme. I hope the temperature doesn't get too high. The temperature. Snoop Dogg and Willie.
Willie.
That's high as hell.
Legends.
And Victoria Pastouche also sent this in. I've always preferred people who have no idea how incredible they are. I believe they're the world's best kept secrets.
Oh.
Right.
That's dope.
Okay.
And we got one last one here from Wasky Wabbit. He says, me on the job applications versus me in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
100.
Yep. Why not?
Just, being human is hard. That's why weed is here. It's here to help us.
It's here to help us and
It's
heal
here,
us.
yes,
Agreed.
Keep us young.
for health.
Yeah. All right. So,
And that seems to be it for the submissions right now.
and that seems to be it for the submissions.
We
It's
have a
just-
bunch of joint rolling submissions for Aton, though, so we got to
Well,
wait
you
on
know
those.
Hey, wait a minute.
Where is he?
Time out.
Where is he?
He's not here, but Pedro is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We
all
can
know
always
who the
get.
winner is.
Listen. We'll get
Pedro, can I
Pedro's.
have another joint, actually?
Listen. Yes, we'll get Pedro's rating today, and then we'll get
Fair
Aton's rating
judgment.
tomorrow. How about that? When he shows up.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what Pedro thinks of these joints right here.
All right, we'll go into this. We got Mr. Miller 420 right here.
All right, there you go. That's right. There's like a good 8.5.
8.5 hydro.
8.5,
Are you
wow.
serious?
Yeah.
I must disagree because look at the neck and then look at the very top.
Oh,
little
the
more-
top. That's where it's at. I didn't look at that.
It's just a little more, inside?
It
Narrow.
goes from kind of fat to a little bit not fat.
It tapers.
Yes, it tapers off. There you go. Thank you, Vanessa, for the
Tapers,
assist.
Yes, correct.
You're welcome.
What would you give it, B?
What would I give that? I would give that a solid 5.
Ooh.
5. Wow.
5.
Shots
Fever.
fired.
Cinco.
Damn, Mr. Miller.
Wow.
My man needs a week in the Dr. Greenthumb University rolling course, and he can clean his shit up.
Agreed.
It's a lack of shaping, right? It has to stay consistent. So the diameter of the tip there that he's using, this premium funky, right? The joint from the neck to the lighting point has to be consistent, has to be the same. That is not. It changes. It looks like the part that you light would be where you would hit it, right? Because usually joints flare the other way from hit point to light point. This is in reverse. But I could teach you. Next.
This next one would give Aton a heart attack. We got Myrto 760 in here.
Oh. Oh,
Oh, man.
Pedro, what is it? What is it for you?
That's like a 3, 4.
I feel so. I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
I don't disagree with Pedro. I would even venture to say that's like a 1.5 on the left. I mean, on the right, and the other one is like a 4.
I
Yeah.
see they got one rolled with the tip, too, as well.
Listen, I don't fault you for the effort, you know.
Yes.
It takes a couple of times to roll with the funky fill tip to get it right, but what you got to do, and I think we need to like pop off a tutorial, like, you know, the champ here needs to pop one
Yeah.
off. And I think Aton, the self-proclaimed champ, needs to pop one off. And I think maybe I would too.
Maybe people can vote.
Well, because it's not about whose technique is better. It's about, like, you know, because everybody has a little bit of their own technique when they roll it. Like for me, I shape the weed in the paper, right? I shape it down, and then I'll put the tip when the weed is shaped, and then I'll roll it from the tip out. And everybody has a slightly different move on that, but that's mine, and that's because I want to make sure that the paper is wrapped around the tip, properly from neck up. If you try to put the tip in like midpoint and you ain't got that shit shaped, it's gonna be a little bit tougher. You got to actually shape it. So yeah,
You mold the weed.
you have to mold it. Yes, it's not gonna hurt it. It's not gonna
Not at
scream
all.
out to you and say, "Ah, this hurts."
Touch your
You're
weed.
you're shaping me.
Touch it.
You're shaping me.
Ow.
No, how?
But I'm not gonna lie though,
No.
those joints, I used to roll like that. Like when I was first starting to roll with joints at all, because when I was in high school, I had a homie that I just gave him props because he could just roll like the cleanest joint, and I just never given it the chance. And then once I stepped into the university, is when I started rolling with a tip, and I actually started rolling joints off the glass tips.
You're more structure, like
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
support.
Gave these guys foundation.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean,
Next one.
This next one's kind of funny. It says this grandma would kill Aton in a rolling contest. You ever
Oh.
seen this video?
Oh yeah.
oh,
Yeah, I
for
did.
sure.
Oh, I don't
Like
know.
a machine.
Just rolls it fast. Boom!
Boom.
Right there.
That was fast. What's it look like? That was
Twisted.
fast.
Twisted.
That was
Ooh, that's
fast.
technique. Yeah,
0.1 seconds.
just whoop.
That's a pretty good weed right there. But like it didn't show. I mean, it was already on the flip side. All she had to do was lick the paper and go. Like it didn't actually show how long it took her to shape it and do all that. And then it didn't show the shape.
Right.
Like
It
if you're
didn't show
rolling,
her putting the weed in, and then yeah.
yeah, like if you're rolling for speed, it's gonna be a different looking joint. If you're looking for speed and the way it looks, it's gonna take a little bit longer because rolling a nice looking joint it's you can't do it as fast. If you don't give a fuck about what it looks like, yeah, you can roll it like that.
Right.
You can roll a nasty looking joint like the ones we just saw. Next one.
And we got this sent in from Jay. He says, first time rolling a king size on that high and hungry funky.
Hell yeah.
That's much better.
That's cool.
Good.
What do you think, Pedro?
That's like a good 6.
I see a couple things here, right? Lower there's one. Wait, a little bit higher. Right there. Stop.
Yeah.
There's a little point right there. Yes, you pointed it out. And then there's number 2, a little bit higher than that, right there. See it? The little You were right there. Yeah, right there. Right there. That could be the shadow. I don't know. I can't really see it, but it seems to be pretty straight. Looks pretty. It does have a little bit of taper at the light end, but it's not that bad. It's not like that other one. But like Aton was right. You should send us like a little video clip and
Yes.
rotate it, show it to us,
Yeah.
because
At all the angles, because you don't know if it's just the angle of
it could be the angle.
photo.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
the shadow of the joint makes it look a little.
We also
crooked,
need to
too.
see
Yeah.
how it burns.
True.
and what weed is in that?
Oh wow.
We need details.
We need all
Hey,
the
somebody
deets.
might have boof weed rolling a fucking dope joint.
Ooh, don't
That's
say
right.
that.
Their joint looks super pretty, but it's boofed.
Ooh.
All right, next.
And we got this sent in from New York Spidey. He says, I know the line's not straight, but I'm working on it.
Yes, the line is not straight,
And there's like a little dimple.
Yeah.
but I'll say this: yes, there's that little pinch right there, but that is not a horrible looking joint. If you flipped it over and hid the line, I would imagine it would look pretty straight.
Yeah.
No,
Don't
he's being
don't
honest.
point it out.
But because you have shown me this, I got to give that a 7. You've shown me the line and the little dimple right there that's right by the tip, like right on the edge of the tip, right there. Look, no,
Right there.
There.
right there.
Edge?
Boom.
Because
Right
the
there.
edge.
You know what I'm saying? That's where you went wrong, and
Right
then yeah,
Maybe
sometimes
could
the
push the tip up a little.
sometimes the flip is tough, but I'll give that a solid 7.
Yeah, and that's where you gotta keep like the more like gotta make sure there's no like air pocket in that area because that's where the joint's supported by,
Yep.
and then from there you just build up.
Yep. If that part, if it ain't cool on the neck, it's gonna fucking cause pressure, and your joint's gonna look all wrinkled up, and it's not gonna hit right. You not want these, cause then your weed is just wasting. Doesn't taste the same. All right, next one.
And we got one last one here is from OG Skate Show. He says, my first time rolling with the funky. I need more practice.
Nice.
Yes, my friend.
a good
Practice. It's
Sounds
not
good.
bad though.
Straight.
Not bad. I see a little something in a couple places, but that's
Yeah.
not bad. I'll leave the rating for a ton because I already know what I would give this, and it wouldn't be good. But you just need a little work. You're right there, but you got to be careful of getting the weed inside, between the tip and the paper, because then you have them little lumps, and when you're presenting to a guy like Aton, he's gonna rip your ass up for that.
They should have taken a
Judge
picture of his
Tom.
joint he rolled.
Oh, I should have took a picture of that. Yes, that
Judge Tom.
Dun, dun,
was
dun.
a solid 6. All right. Next
You heard it.
And that seems to be it for the submissions.
All right. All right. So now we must open up the doors, and we got to fly through this because, we're very late on this. We're sorry. We know you've been waiting, but we're going to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum. That is our, chat, our live chat.
Oh, shit.
And if you want to, send something off via super chat, like a shout out or a request or a comment of any kind, pop that off. We invite you to do that now. All right. So about to open that up.
Let's do this. We got Prince GMO. He's asking, Vanessa, what are your top 3 strains?
Top 3 strains. Well, obviously, Insane OG.
Well, all right.
Duh. I also like, Sour Diesel sometimes, or Jack Herrera. Depends on what I'm doing. If I'm cooking Blue Dream, I used to cook with a lot of Blue Dream hash. But I use everything. I don't know what I have right now, wedding cake at home, but I've just been cooking with some hash from Biscotti, actually.
Nice.
He gave me a big jar of it.
That's cool.
Been using that for a while, and it's just so easy to cook with because you can it's not pressed, and you can just decarb it and then put it into any fat and then put that into any recipe. And it's easy to dose, get a milligram scale.
Nice.
Word.
Yeah,
I'm down.
tastes good, especially in caramel.
Woo, Oregon.
Well, all right.
Also savory too, like crackers. Like I do these cheddar crackers.
Really?
Yeah, I did it on Munchies. It was like this video.
Ooh-wee.
You can find that here
Cheez-Its.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
On YouTube.
yeah.
Yes.
All
I
right.
like that recipe. Simple.
They're going to have to go look it up.
Go look it up. It's real easy.
All right, Colton.
Next, we got Sarah Durnfield. She sent us a super sticker of the heart.
Much love to you, and thank you very much for that.
And we got Tribe of Gypsies in here. She's asking, can we get some people shirts?
Not a bad fucking idea. Yeah, I'll make
Merch.
some for some people.
Some people
Some
want
people.
shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'll make some.
That'd be dope.
I'll definitely make some. Pedro, we're gonna make some. All right, have your guy do the thing, and we'll do the thing, and we'll get
Some people.
some of these people. Look, we're at 1,200 likes right now. I know you guys are stepping it up. I don't know if you're gonna make it.
Yee.
1,500 likes before the show.
No.
I don't know. It's tough.
Yes,
But keep trying. You might get there. Look,
want to believe.
I've seen you do it before. All right, next one.
And we got Rosa and Ricky in here saying, what up, fam? Want to wish my hubby Edwin a happy 8-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
And many positive vibes and blessings to you. May you smoke
8
the
years.
finest weed together.
Yes.
That part.
Rose and Ricky is saying married for 8 years, together for 14. Blessings to the
Wow.
crew.
Yeah.
Yes, happy anniversary.
Yes, happy
Congratulations.
anniversary. These are
How's
good
that?
friends of ours right here, y'all.
Yes.
Know what I'm saying? So, send them all your positivity.
And we got Doc and Squish in here, and they're saying, is Aton up to the Rollathon challenge with Pedro? He can't, he won't show. Loser does burpees 25 times.
Wow.
That's
Calling
a lot on
him
the line,
out.
Pedro.
Calling
No.
him
That's,
out.
Pedro's retired, though. You know
See,
what I'm saying?
That part.
Aton keeps trying to call you out because he knows because
Everyone does.
because he's retired champ, and so Aton's like, I want a rematch, but he won't give it to me. He gets really frustrated by it, and I love because Pedro just sits back and laughs like, whatever, I was champ, bro. It's all good.
Yep.
It's the best.
And we got 420 Stoat asking, Pedro, can you back roll a joint?
I've tried it before, but I've done that lighting situation and
Hmm?
it never worked out. I just gotta work on that. But I have rolled it backwards.
That's cool.
You don't see the trick is, Pedro, let me tell you what has to happen there is when you do the backflip, it's almost got to be like right after you roll it, because if you let it dry, the paper will burn everything and it won't just burn off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's dependent upon that little bit of moisture.
Staying wet.
Yeah, staying wet, so it only gets to that certain point. You know what I mean? That's one of the tricks to it.
Gotta try it again.
Yes.
And 420 Stoat is also saying triple flip for Pedro. And he's saying when you back roll a joint, it has less paper, more flavor. Big up from South England.
That
Less
nice.
paper, more flavor.
Damn.
right.
You gonna do
Right.
you gonna
Oh,
do
wow.
3,
That-
Pedro?
yeah,
Do you know
right.
how to
Yeah.
work that?
He's like, okay.
I know you're a graduate, so that was only a joke.
Let's do this.
Next one.
And we got Cortez Mauricio 56 asking any advice on how to handle shady coworkers at my first restaurant job, even though they've seen me work here for 2 months already in Vegas and I'm still learning.
Shady coworkers, just set boundaries. Don't like open yourself up to them in ways, and protect yourself and just do the job. Put your head down, do the job, get there on time, and know the menu. Get in with the kitchen if you're front of house, really support the back of house, and be a good worker. That's what I would say.
Yep. And don't let them step on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
That
set
part.
boundaries. Just be like, nope,
Ignore them.
we don't have the exactly.
You're like, yo, don't talk to me this way.
Yep.
Call them out.
No, yeah, don't be no one's doormat,
Yep.
no matter what. Next one.
And we got Danny Torres. He said, sorry, I missed a lot of the last 2 weeks, but my wife was in the hospital with heart surgery. She is doing better now, and I am back, and I missed you guys. Love this show.
Right on, man. And prayers to her, to a quick recovery and positive vibes to you, man.
Lots of love, yeah.
Yeah. All the positive love and energy, and thank you for coming here and being back with us.
And we got Dan Fernandez saying, smashing the like button is the first thing I do right off the bat. If not, I'll forget because I'm high, so why not you do it right away? Hit the like.
That's
you go.
right.
I like your style, dude.
And we got Sarah Durnfield saying, what up, y'all? I love listening to the Cypress Hill 4, and I've always loved Baron Rick's Get Down.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
you do another track together?
Oh, you never know. Might happen. He's definitely, flipped some fucking hot verses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Baron was definitely one of my favorites because his voice cut through his style, and just like, the polo ground vocabulary was just cracking. So salute to my man, Mr. Ricks. We spit some dope bars together, that is for sure, on that album.
And we got Ishmo1208 saying, shout out Logan Heights, San Diego.
Word up.
Hey.
Salute. SD.
And Heebie GB is saying, yo, be real. The boys held it down on Friday. It was a dope show.
I heard that. They told me.
I was there. Oh, really?
You witnessed.
I was there.
Next one.
And we got Joseph Valinzo saying, Pedro's rolls are #1 for life.
Wow.
Thank you.
Lifetime champ.
I Appreciate that.
Wow.
I've been saying the same thing now.
And he took his 3 flips right there,
You sure did.
as requested.
Some Cali Blaze.
I kept telling Dro on Friday, I was like, damn, these joints just smoke so good because he is just such the more masterful roller
Ouch.
than Aton.
Uh-oh.
And Aton, but I love Aton.
How's he going to come in tomorrow?
Piss.
Salty.
Remember
Yeah, keep
remember the
showing.
chief that used to get, teary-eyed when people would litter in California?
Yeah.
That's Aton right now. He's right there watching with one little tear coming.
I love Aton.
That's great. Thanks.
And,
That's right, Dro.
and next we got David Pinana saying, "Are you guys getting another season for the cooking show?"
You should ask Vice that one. We can't really answer that. You would have to call Vice and ask them that.
1-800.
1-800
Vice.
Vice.
We need you to wave Vice.
We need you to
Give 'em a
wave
call.
Vice and ask them about Bon Appetit.
And next we got Steve Swift. He said, "I did mix shows on radio for over 10 years, and Be Real is speaking the truth." And he says, in 10 years, I never had a slip. One night, though, I dropped 2 F-bombs, and I remember I was sweating bullets.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't fuck around.
What's the fine
FCC will get you for every expletive.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what the number is per expletive, but it ranges in the thousands.
It's like the
It
swear
can-
jar. It's
Depending
like an
on-
adult
depending
swear
on-
jar.
Depending on the channel and how deep the reach is, like your antenna, your reachability. Yeah, I
But-
think they charge you based off that.
As
It
well.
goes up.
Because let's just say this station over here only outputs to, let's just say, 1 million people, and this one over here outputs to maybe 4 million or something like that.
Right.
The fines might be different, due to how big, one is.
The
I think.
reaches.
Yeah.
I don't know that for sure, but I
Well-
think it's
I've heard that it was like it's the day part that the mistake happened. So if you do it at 7 a.m. as opposed to 11:30 p.m., like you're gonna
less
get
of
charged.
a fine.
Yeah,
it's a
a
bigger,
bigger fine in the morning.
Yes.
because you have
There's
because
more people
that's
listening.
more
There's
people,
more people
tuned in.
listening. Kids are
More people
asleep
listening.
by 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by 11:30.
So they figure adults are watching, so the fine ain't gonna be as big as it is
Late
earlier
night.
in the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And next we got Victoria Pastouche saying, "I love how fast E-Zone ran away after he backhanded Godfather. LOL, he was out."
He's pretty quick.
That seemed like a hey homie tap. It didn't even seem like a backhand. Like he was
He was
Little
playing
tease.
tag.
tag. You're it. Stop.
And next we got Doc and Squish, and he says, "Sorry, I'm so high. Right now, Pedro's number 1, the number 1 roller."
Wow.
See? Yeah, see?
Wow.
Hold up. What?
Number 1.
Number 1.
Number
Hear that,
one.
Aton? I hope you listen.
Damn.
Number 2.
Oh fuck.
And Stony Coyote is asking, in honor of the Olympics, can you guys have a Stoner Olympics this summer?
Yeah, great idea.
Great. I like that. Yeah.
Great idea.
Mm.
I'll judge edibles.
That would be awesome. Kinda.
Could be.
Be fucking very fucking elevated that day. Very well and elevated. Elevated and well. That's
And
what
yeah.
we'll call it.
And Doc and Squish sent in another super sticker.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much for that, man.
That's
What are we
cool.
waiting for?
Everything.
Says it.
And AZ Oso is saying Suns in 5, be real.
Yeah, I believe they could do it. That shit is like the Suns balled fucking the Clippers out. Well, they beat the Lakers, and if they beat the champs, they were going to beat everybody else. And they did that. They did that thoroughly. I mean, they had a couple of battles, though, no doubt. But I think they'll beat Milwaukee. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they swept him. Because Giannis, I mean, he's gonna play, but he's still that. I know he's still dealing with that flexed fucking knee. I mean, he flexed his knee out.
Sports.
So
That sucks.
sports ball.
Sports.
But we'll see what happens. I mean, hey, they beat the Hawks without Giannis. You never know. Oh, Cairo's saying the Bucks in 7, so I know I'm not listening to that. I'll go with what he said in the room. Suns in 5. Next.
And we got Benjamin Rasmussen from Denmark saying, "Good night. Smoking my last bong hit for the day. Full of keef. I'm asleep well."
Good night.
That's awesome.
That's your bong hit right there.
Ooh,
We heard you. We were recording you when you did it. Next one.
And we got Nino. Nino is saying Joey Diaz mentioned Be Real earlier today on his podcast.
That's the big bro right there.
He said no one could smoke like him except for Be Real.
He ain't wrong.
Wow.
He is not wrong. Uncle Joe is not wrong. And we're gonna, obviously trade off at some point. Him, do the show via Zoom, and I'm gonna do his at some point. Yeah, he is the shit, man. We love him. So, salute to Joey.
And we got
Joey Coco.
And we got Patrick Morales in here saying radio is like stress weed.
Yeah. It's boof.
Now,
It's like boof, right?
it's mids.
It's mids.
It's mids.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's a good. Yeah, it's not exactly boof.
Not boof.
But
you
it
know,
is mids.
With the thing is with technology, you have everything at your fingertips.
You have an array.
You have an array. You have
Like
a
that
cornucopia of
vocabulary.
Got
choices.
options.
You have an array of options.
An array, indeed,
Mm.
of options. And so,
Cornucopia.
yeah, because I don't think people are even listening to the regular radio in their cars as much because a lot of them now have satellite radio, right?
Right.
Bring it.
So, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's mids.
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 And some people are complaining about Aton
Oh,
kind
shit.
of not banning them, but putting them in timeout in the chat room. So Robin DeHood is saying Aton is the FCC.
Yeah,
Wow.
FCC time.
FCC time.
Damn, you and Ray said at the same time.
And Bill is saying when Aton gets old, he's going to be the Costco greeter checking everyone's membership cards. Hashtag you shall not pass.
Shall not pass.
Damn, Aton. Are you abusing your power? Are you wielding the sword of power and abusing it?
And Aton's excuses, I haven't smoked since yesterday, must be the reason some of you guys are getting timed out.
That's boof.
Someone play a violin.
Come on.
Come on.
You got to do better. You got to do better, man. Next.
And Osiris TV is saying, I told him I was there. 100.
I can't process it.
I heard you.
Yeah,
I took notes.
I concur.
And Manifested Thought is saying, I'm going to grab 2 8s and go through Cypress Hill's music.
Okay.
Okay.
Dope. That ain't
That's not a bad idea.
Whoa.
That's a good investment in time.
Ooh.
That's what I heard.
In
Cuban
Love,
necktie.
Cuban
Oh,
necktie.
yeah. And Love Them Killers is saying, hey, C-, Dope Timbaland and DJ Quick mixes last week.
Oh, thank you.
And he's asking, would you ever do a DJ Battle Cat mix?
Oh, hell yeah. That's actually, yeah. That's going to be coming up in the next, probably 3 weeks.
Bust
Where?
it.
For sure. Battle Cat. He's just, West Coast OG. He's got that sound. You know what I mean? He's the man. Yeah, that's the homie. DJ'd with him a couple years back. What up, OG? Yeah, definitely Battle Cat mix coming up in the next few weeks for sure.
We got to get Battle Cat to come up here and do a mix.
Hell yeah.
He is the shit.
Yes.
Yes. I watched a couple of his sets, randomly, being at a spot he was doing something, killing.
Yeah, man.
Killing.
He gets on the controller and he kills it. Because
Yeah.
he works the controller like he's producing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
He
he's
could
totally.
skip over the swear words.
He could probably, if he had to learn a clean.
He's got a
yeah.
skill set like that. I think he could, but
Yeah.
he don't have to. But
No, he didn't have to.
man, he could kill it. I know that.
That's the OG.
All right, next.
And we got we got Christopher Sheets back in here saying need Dr. Greenthumb stores in Oregon.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I tell you, you ain't wrong. And we are working on it.
Yeah.
He says he
Believe that.
needs them.
We
Need.
ask and you shall receive.
Piano.
He manifested it right there, right?
It's going to happen.
He manifested it through that question because, yes, we are looking to do that. So at some point, yeah, probably sooner than later. Next one.
And Doc and Squish, last super chat of the day, they sent another super sticker. Game over.
Game over.
Game over. Right at the right time.
I like the hippo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hippos are scary.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They are dangerous.
They are very dangerous and pissed
Little-
off
they're-
animals.
They are, yeah. I would not fuck with a hippo.
The little babies look cute though.
They're so cute. You
But
know.
they
But
turn
don't
out to
go
be
try to
monsters.
fuck around with
Dangerous.
one of their babies because they
Nope.
will fuck around.
Nope,
and
you don't want that.
Splash you out. All right, so let's see where they ended up here.
Yeah, they didn't do it. I don't
All right,
think.
they didn't do it, but I mean that's 1,200 likes. What should instead of doing this song, just the verse and the chorus?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
1,200.
It's generous.
Huh? Straight freestyle. Man, nobody asked you.
Yeah, no one asked
No one
you,
asked
Cairo.
you.
Nobody asked you over there, Cairo.
No, man, I say yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Good.
It's very nice.
Because I was thinking if they got us to 15, I would do a song.
A song.
A song. Because, I mean,
whole
we could get
song.
away with performing like a song. I'm going to do it right here, though. I ain't going to get up and do all that shit. I'm going to do it right here on this mic right here.
Yep.
But, like, I was thinking about that. But, hey, listen, they almost got there. They was Edward James almost.
They're-
You know what I'm saying?
Edward James almost accomplished.
Yeah.
It is a Monday, too.
And it's a Monday.
After a holiday.
Yeah. So, maybe tomorrow I'll, splash that verse off. But I don't know what, should we grab bag it? Because, we didn't give them a chance to ask for the song, being that they didn't get there.
I don't think they get a choice.
Yeah, no,
no
we're gonna decide what song that is.
Yeah.
That makes it even fair.
Right? That
Yeah.
makes it good.
Yes, yeah.
All
And
right. Cool.
sorry to interrupt, but you guys mentioned baby hippos earlier. If you're having a bad day, just Google baby hippos. Looks pretty cool.
Aw.
Look at him.
Yeah.
What do they eat?
Leaves.
People.
No.
People.
They kill people, but they don't
That's
eat them.
horrible.
They
Just
could.
kidding.
They do kill people, but they don't eat them.
They
don't
won't
eat
know.
'em.
No, we're not.
Yeah, no. I think they fucking. There's. What do they eat? It's like plant.
Yeah, they're herbivores.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, they are.
herbivores. Yeah.
They're cool. Oh, baby hippos rule.
And that seems to be it.
Nice.
And that seems to be it. We want to thank everybody for getting down with us. We want to thank everybody in the super chat and all those that rocked the submissions with us. Thank you very much for that. If anyone wants to take time and submit their art or something that they've done, Be Real TV contest at gmail.com. Submit it there. We'll get it. If it doesn't get on the air that day that you submitted it, it will be on the next day. We will make sure of that. So go ahead and be creative. Or you can send it to Discord as well. Whatever's easiest for you. Anyway, Vanessa, you got any shout outs?
Yeah, if you want to learn how to make edibles and cook with weed at home, join my Patreon. It's the Edible Club. Just patreon.com/edible club. And I do weekly lives with recipes. I did a Basque cheesecake the other day. I need to bring some in because I never know what to
Please?
do with it. I'll bring it in. I'll just,
Please.
yeah, okay.
Definitely down for some
That's
cheesecake.
it. That's me. Join. It's really fun. We have a Discord.
There it is.
Oh, we have my links in the chat.
Boom.
Join. Ha.
Join. C minus.
Thanks everyone for joining me in the morning and over the 4th of July weekend on Twitch. You could follow me over there at C-Fan4. And thanks everyone that's going to djc-.com and picking shirts and mixes and all that good stuff. And tonight you can catch me over at the Shortstop in Echo Park for Motown on Monday. Myself, Jedi, and Mona Lisa will be spinning all Motown tonight. I started off at 9 p.m. So if you're in the LA area, come by. get on the dance floor, and yeah. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, 9:30 on Twitch. And thanks for watching all the High and Hungries and the podcast. Appreciate it.
Word up. Hydro.
Nice. It's 710's coming up, so keep updated on your local Dr. Greenthumbs, as though I'll be having specials. And I hope everyone had a safe 4th of July. You can just follow me at Vote for Dro on IG.
Vote for Dro.
Vote for Trump.
In-house champion.
Yeah. Number one.
Number
Retired champ.
Number one.
Word up.
Agreed.
Colton.
Shout out to the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much for sending in submissions. And like Be Real said, if your submission doesn't get posted that day, it will be posted throughout the following days. We just get an abundance of submissions, so sorry about that. And shout out to Ray Morning Shot Films for holding it down back here. And shout out to Vanessa for stopping through.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Vanessa, for stopping through. You know, you'll be seeing Vanessa. You know, she comes and hangs out with us and chops it up.
I love it.
Thank
A real
you very
pleasure.
much. Yes.
That's cool.
And, you know, we want to thank everybody out there for, you know, spending the time with us, giving us the love, support, and the energy. We appreciate that, and we send it right back to you. We are here. We're not going nowhere. We're going to be getting elevated right with you. So, you know, that being said, make sure you check out those Dr. Greenthumb dispensaries because we got the flavors. These are just some of the bags. These are not all the bags. We got to get an updated bag shot, Dro, and show them all the new flavors. But
Yes.
just for those right here that might be introduced for the first time to this, the Insane OG, Christmas Lights, Ice Cream Cake, Hindu Funk, Mac 11, Maraschino Ruby, Red Honeymoon, Grape Bonsai, and the Rockstar. We have many more, but these are some of the fire bags there. Visit, you know, when you're in California. We got them up from Sacramento, San Francisco, Humboldt County, Los Angeles, Cathedral City, and Sylmar. And we are expanding to more. So, you know, stay with it and stay ready. It's coming to you. But if you got to come to it, that's what we got in there. But thank you very much. Stay with love. Love is the key. Don't buy into negative boofery and all that stuff. No smoking the booth. No living the booth. No making booth moves, all right? We're out of here. Check us in the mix tomorrow on Twitch at B_RealTV. C- and I will be popping it off there. So we invite you to join us if you haven't already. So there it is. Stay smoking that good. Treat yourself right. One.